What's up, Taiwan? I'm Jaime Ocon with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. AI is a buzzword in the tech world. It's being heard everywhere at this year's Computex. As Chris Gorin reports, the hype won't be going away anytime soon.
Artificial intelligence, or AI, is coming your way. That's been the key theme this year at one of the biggest computer expos in the world, Computex, held in Taipei. With keynote speeches from CEOs and tons of tech on display, everyone here is trying to showcase what AI can do for you. Would you like to walk through a complete digital replica of your factory in another country? AI can help with that. Or maybe you want to play a mystery video game where none of the dialogue is scripted. I'm hoping to find Martin Davis.
And why exactly do you want to find him?
That's a good question. Why am I trying to find him?
You could just say you're trying to deliver a package.
He owes me a lot of money.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're not in the business of loan sharks here.
Whether for gaming or manufacturing, these AI tools rely on cutting-edge hardware to perform these tasks in real time. There's no shortage of flashy new hardware here at Computex, and one product that's been played up both on the keynote stage and here on the show floor are AI PCs, like this. AI PCs have hardware that can perform or accelerate AI functions on the device itself, rather than relying on cloud services online. Microsoft's Copilot PCs are the first to market themselves as AI PCs, so what can they do? Using AI image generation, a few basic strokes and a text prompt can produce an image of a treehouse. It can perform real-time translation on any video or phone call. And one function, known as Recall, takes screenshots of everything you do on your PC. So if you forget which document, video, website, or photo you were looking at, it can help bring it back by searching with text or images. But the technology is still in its early days.
觉得目前使用上还有点局限在，就是可能指令要下得非常正确，跟很明确，它才有办法产出我们心目中想要的东西。
I don't have any privacy concern per se, but right now I'm yet to discover how it will make my life easier.
我觉得就是 AI 的 PC 的话很方便，可是如果一直用的话，总有一天人脑会退化。
But those working in the industry say this is just the beginning.
I think it's going to be really early, and the hype might really be beyond the actual product itself. But for us, I think where we really want to stick this out is really in the 3 to 4 year term, where we believe that on-device AI is going to be a game changer.
And he's not the only one. Market analysts are predicting that within 4 years, 70% of PCs being shipped will be AI capable. The technology is new, and the full range of applications are still in development. But one thing this year's Computex has shown is that AI is coming, whether you're ready or not. Andy Shrey and Chris Gorin for TaiwanPlus.
Chip designer Nvidia and electronics manufacturer Foxconn are teaming up to build an advanced computing center in southern Taiwan. The firm's CEOs, Jensen Huang and Young Leo, made the announcement at the Computex trade show in Taipei. The partnership aims to push AI forward, bringing it into manufacturing, electric vehicles, and robotics. Huang also highlighted Taiwan's key role in the global tech industry, revealing Nvidia is looking to set up shop here.
Excellent engineers, great technology, excellent work ethic, great spirit. It's a fantastic place. So I'm looking forward to expanding our site here.
It's been 1 year since a single Facebook post sparked a nationwide MeToo movement in Taiwan. While the country has moved toward greater accountability, more cases continue to surface. Irene Lin looks at the progress Taiwan has made and what more needs to be done.
A major turning point. On May 31st, 2023, Chen Qianrou, a former contractor with the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, posted a public letter that quickly turned the nation upside down. In the letter, she accused a film producer hired by the party of sexual harassment on the job, and said her supervisor, the former head of the DPP Women's Department, tried to silence her. Chen says she was inspired to go public with her story after watching the hit Netflix political drama Wave Makers, which follows a character in a similar situation to her own. Since Chen's post, hundreds of people have come forward with claims of sexual misconduct, many of them involving high-profile figures in politics, entertainment, and education. Some of those survivors say they were underage when the abuse took place.
那一年的我才16岁，拍摄影片 拍摄未成年的私密影片等等，就是违法的，这是不变的。
The firestorm set off by these revelations spread across Taiwanese society. Before, survivors were often hesitant to speak up, especially when the abuser was their employer or someone in authority.
如果是因为生活上的需要这份的薪水，其实难免都会有一点点。
But more people now feel supported.
其实现在台湾的修法之后啊，其实对性别平权这块其实已经我觉得算完善的很好。然后男女之间其实不太会有现在的性别差异，不能用职权去作为性骚的一个解释啦。
其实像是公司，它也有像是我们的员工守则，或者是其他的一些包含人资他们自己在讲，也是有蛮鼓励我们，如果遇到 MeToo 这些事情的话，可以是去向公司的主管、直属主管，或者是更上层往上去通报的。
Hoping to make lasting changes, the government has amended laws on gender equality in the workplace, schools, and society.
这一次的修法的重点，就是希望以保护被害人为中心这个核心精神。
For survivors, the laws now grant them more time to make complaints, protect their anonymity, and provide clear guidelines for where to seek help. And people accused of sexual misconduct, once reported, face heavier fines and jail sentences if found guilty, and can be suspended or removed from high-ranking positions. One hallmark of the MeToo movement in Taiwan has been that many of the early high-profile cases in the past year involved male survivors of sexual misconduct speaking out. But the numbers overall show that men are still largely overlooked in the discussion. According to the Health Ministry, cases of sexual harassment against men that have been open since 2016 were at least 10 times fewer than those against women, and that's only for cases outside of workplaces and schools. Gender equality activist Chen Bo-wei says those numbers might not be even telling the full story.
其实男性受害不肯通报的黑数，可能比女性受害不肯通报的可能比例还要再更高。所谓男子气概的压力压在这些男性受害者身上之外，就是说我通报受害，而且是我去检举，我去申诉我的在职场上地位比我高的人，那我通报出去之后，会不会影响往后我在这个地方继续工作的机会？
While the laws are not limited to protecting women, activists like Chen Bo-wei say popular narratives continue to see women as the primary targets of sexual harassment, and that despite progress made in the past year, it could take much longer to counter such perceptions in Taiwan.
A year on from the beginning of Taiwan's nationwide MeToo movement, there's been an explosion of social and legislative action. It's all to protect victims of sexual violence, but making sure everyone is safe and listened to is a challenge the country will continue to face. James Lin, Klein Wang, Wesley Lewis, and Irene Lin for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's Bluebird movement has taken flights abroad as supporters in the United States held rallies in major cities there. Over 100 people gathered in New York City's Times Square to support Taiwan's democracy and to protest the country's recent legislative reforms. A smaller group of supporters also gathered in Los Angeles, holding signs and waving flags. The protesters in New York also pooled money to buy an ad promoting Taiwan's democracy to show on Times Square's giant screens. Attendees were pleased with the result.
我觉得是很有意思，而且其实它的讯息是蛮清楚的，就是台湾站的特色跟台湾的理念就是民主还有平等，所以我觉得这个是蛮有效果的，而且可以看到后面有很多不同地方的台湾人，但是都认同这样的理念。那透过我们也可以跟路人来传播我们的信念。
A dramatic landslide left several people with injuries in northern Taiwan on Monday. Now engineers are investigating how this roadside collapse happened and how to prevent them in the future. Reese Ayers reports.
When rocks flow like water. This dramatic landslide happened on a highway in northern Taiwan on June 3rd, resulting in just a few minor injuries and a handful of buried vehicles. Investigations have since revealed the cause of the sudden collapse.
那这一次的研判是因为地震再加上豪雨，那造成比较深层的一个崩塌。怎么样加强监控？后续我们会请公路总局做相关的方案的这个研拟。
Geologists suspect the magnitude 7.2 earthquake in Hualien on April 3rd, which caused massive deadly landslides along Taiwan's east coast, may have something to do with this most recent event.
砂岩的逆向坡不应该那样一片绿油油的啊，表示它已经高度风化了，岩石已经腐朽了，那个强度降低了，所以当然会找个机会会滑下来。
Around 2/3 of Taiwan's main island is covered by rugged mountains. Coupled with frequent earthquakes and typhoons, landslides aren't uncommon, and they sometimes sever transport links across the country. Engineers say new technologies are vital for surveying at-risk areas.
我们用无人机搭配 AI 科技，进行所谓的坡顶人工边坡滑动面的一个判识呢，辅以所谓的人工巡检。 不能单靠人工巡检。
Efforts to clear debris from the road are expected to take about a week. In the meantime, engineers will get to work reinforcing the broken slope and surveying other roadside slopes vulnerable to collapse. Dolphin Chen and Rees for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's Land Surveying Center says April's 7.2 magnitude earthquake may have shrunk the country's highest peak. GPS measurements in May show the summit of Jade Mountain 5.2 centimeters lower than in November. But there's two problems with the finding. One is that 5 centimeters is within a reasonable range of measurement error. Another is that geologists say earthquakes are more likely to make the mountain taller, not shorter. Taiwan's National Surveying Center plans to verify the result with a different method of measurement in the near future. Whatever they find, Jade Mountain will remain the highest peak east of the Himalayas at just under 4,000 meters. Local fishers and divers are butting heads after a large fish species returned to waters off the coast of southern Taiwan. Wesley Lewis looks at why this issue is so hotly contested.
Swimming in formation, these schools of giant Trevally, a large predatory fish, have returned to waters off Taiwan's southern coast. They're often sighted in big numbers during the summer months. The spectacle has captivated diving enthusiasts, but local fishers have also been taking advantage of the surplus fish.
去那个定置网场嘛，说今天渔获比较多，说大概会有9到10吨的渔获。进港的时候就看到这个画面，它也算是一种潜水的明星物种。渔民的话，当然进他们的网子不抓上来，好像也很奇怪。
Fishers have been pulling in boatloads of Trevally, but a photo posted to Facebook showing a particularly big catch has raised concerns of unsustainable fishing. Marine biologists say that although Trevally tend to gather in the area during the summer, restrictions still need to be put in place to prevent overfishing.
这个季节本来就是牛港生为主，其实凡事有度就过犹不及。就像台湾的那个飞鱼，大家一直吃，本来以为都没什么，那个黑鳍飞鱼完全都看不到的，抓大放小，就是适量就好了。
Back in 2017, an angler caused outrage after illegally catching and killing a 2-meter-long Trevally, affectionately nicknamed Big Cow by local divers. Conservationists say although the giant Trevally is not a protected species, local fisheries should publish catch information to account for any changes in the fish's population. For now, swarming schools of Trevally can still be seen and enjoyed in southern Taiwan, but conservationists are urging fishers not to take that abundance for granted and to ensure the future vitality of the area's marine life. Andy Xue and Wesley Lewis for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, check out these UK breakdancers preparing for the Summer Games. I'm Jaime Ocon. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
I'm Ed Moon in Taiwan's Jade Mountain Islands, and you're watching TaiwanPlus News, the voice of freedom in Asia.